6 weeks after the launch of the boat, we head back down to the Grande Motte and sign the papers, pay the balance. We are owners of this fine new vessel, which is scary and exciting at the same time. And over the course of the next 2 weeks, we're basically being shown the systems and doing training and basically getting overwhelmed with a lot of information. And this is James, who we fortunately had on board. He's a great help in many respects and basically our tech support man, as well as being just damn good company. So after about 2 weeks of the handover process, we set sail, heading east to Porquerolle and cruise around that area, pick up bubbers. We have about a 2-week window and then make it to Corsica, the west coast. Check out a few anchorages there and then head back to the Grande Motte in time for the multi-hull show, which we'd agreed to enter the boat for. So we left Grande Motte about 3 hours ago. This is our first sail without Outremer skippers and guidance. We've got Arabella, James on board, and blowing about 30 knots, gusting 36, and the boat's handling like a beauty. We've got 3 reefs in, and stay sail up, and quite comfortable. With probably about 3 miles off the shore, and it's offshore free, so the swell's not too bad. But yeah, it's great. Surfing at 15 knots, loving it. So at this point, the wind's blowing about 40 knots, and the boat is just screaming along. It's actually fully in control. We've got the 3 reefs in the staysail, and I am just loving it. It's just such fun. The boat is surfing. We get up to 19.5 knots, and we're just loving it. Even Arabella's taking it in her stride. So during the course of the day, the wind cools down a bit, and we end up sailing along quite a lot with the Jenica and get to Porquerolle in about 12 hours. So we hang out in the region around Porquerolle because we can't really get much further with these strong easterly and northeasterly winds. There's all sorts of activities on this boat.
Painting, cooking, ukulele, harmonica, games.
We were hoping to make it to Monaco to see my mother and Danny, but the northeasterly winds were not allowing it. So we met this amazing chap called Sergey, and he became a very good friend and a great help. Sergey was a very experienced sailor in these areas, and he actually helped us for the rest of the journey determine the best time to depart and routing. Basically, the weather systems and forecasting in the Med is really quite challenging this time of year, so this was great having Sergey's help. As a result, we had a very mellow passage from Porquerolle to Corsica, a bit of motoring, and then some nice sailing with the Jenica on a reach. And as you can see, these night passages are really hard graft. Sergey also gave us a list of great anchorages to stop at, which was brilliant. This one's Porquerolle, I think I pronounced that right. Nice quiet anchorages at this time of year. Winds, and here we've got about 7-8 knots of wind, and we're going along at 6-7 knots, reaching with the genoa, and just really relaxing, cruising along. How do you like boat life?
I love it.
Convincing.
It's great.
Another spectacular anchorage which Sergey suggested and we spent a couple of nights at. Just absolutely glorious. Beautiful day here in Corsica, I think that's how you pronounce it. Colour of the water. And at the moment, Albert's just chilling up there reading a book. Bubbles is on the beach. Meanwhile, we've got the sourdough in the oven, and it's still managing to generate positive power. We've got 31 amps we're generating, despite the fact that the oven is on full blast making our sourdough. That's good news. And here it is, sourdough powered by the sun. This is my latest toy, the foil drive, kind of an e-foil. It's really meant for waves, but you can use it as a standard e-foil. So this was our journey back from Corsica to Grande Motte, and we had wind almost dead behind us most of the way. In fact, it kept shifting every time we jibed. Fairly light until the last sort of 10 hours, and then it really picked up to 25, 30, at one point 30 knots, gusting a little bit more. And we had too much sail up actually. I only had one reef in, but I was nervous to try to downwind reef. It was just me and Arabella and Bubbers as crew, so I rode it out, and we got some serious speed up. Hi folks, we're on our Last stretch of journey back from Corsica to the Grande Motte, bringing the boat back in time for the multi-hull boat show. Yeah, it's pretty spicy, got about 25 knots, and I reckon we are actually averaging about 12 knots at boat speed, and regularly surfing at 18 knots. So yeah, it's pretty impressive. The sea's quite confused. Giselle and Bella are sitting inside, lying on the daybed, and we're about to watch a film. 25 knots, surfing waves at 18 knots. Bloody brilliant. So we make it back to the Grande Motte after about 34 hours. All in good health and nothing broken.